So it's called Smithy's Kontiki for a reason. I'm Smithy, this is the Kontiki. So I've not started it for a while because obviously it's just been lots of work and winter. And you don't go anywhere in winter, but anyway, I've not started it for a while. Let's see if it'll fire up. And if it will fire up, let's go somewhere interesting for a brew. That's the whole point of having a camper. Oh, there we go. This is a 2.8 turbo diesel, by the way, so it's not cheap to run, but hey. There we are. So let's go somewhere decent and have a good coffee. Oh, it's a bit nippy today, so there's a couple of things we need to do. Turn the electrics on. Don't need lights on. This has to be all the way up. It has a switch on the glass, so if you move the glass, it cuts the gas off. We're actually running on LPG. Oh. My kettle looks a bit worse from wear, but I do a lot of outdoor cooking, believe it or not. So if I make a campfire, I'll put the kettle on it. When it's cold, like today, if you open the oven and put the oven on, you've got to hold the oven knob down for a bit. So we're actually running on LPG, which cost me £7 to fill a big bottle up. It's a safe fill gas bottle, which I've made many YouTube videos about that bottle. Plastic bottle, it used to be £50 to replace it, and I paid £150 odd for the bottle, and then it's £7 to fill it up all the time. So if it's cold like now and I was going to camp here, which I'm not, that blanket I would pull it all the way down. That's another bed up there. I would pull that blanket all the way down because the cab area, there's no need to heat that. So that would just be wasted heat. So I'd put the blanket there and we're just heating all the back. I'll show you where we are, where I've parked up. There's some horses somewhere. Well, it usually is. Oh, that's Haitian power station over there. There's two of them, nuclear power stations. Oh, there's the horses. Look on the hill up there. Near the substation thing. National Grid. So this is why it's called Smithy's Kontiki, because it's a Kontiki and I'm Smithy. And the best thing and the easiest way to make a brew, what's this one? I don't want hot chocolate. What's this one? New York coffee, 3-in-1. What I'm doing is just getting the engine running and heat the van up, because obviously in winter you don't use it that often. We could do though. I mean, we've got heating, you know, heating, lighting, TV, I've got everything I want in the van. These are all the people that I was sending stickers to. That's my sticker, Smithy's Kontiki, and they were sending stickers to me. Captain Jack Scrappy's probably not around anymore, to be fair. He was an old fella, he's lived in America when he sent me that. Robin Angie, he's done a few jobs for me in the van, believe it or not. Nice fella. Desmond's Donders. That's Alex, I think. Alex from, I can never remember his channel name anyway, but Stein North, he's American. Two Northerners on tour, Posh Cats Camping, Country Life TV, More Hotel Adventures, Itchy Feet, Crafty Caravanners, Camper Van Gaz, he's been in the van. I've made YouTube videos with Camper Van Gaz. Nice fella. I used to meet all sorts of people, but guess what? Kettle's nearly boiled. Smithy's having a brew in his KONTIKI. And not a bad view, to be fair. When I first started to make YouTube videos and I put the Union Jack there with a poppy, I got a bit of stick. Put a poppy on it. I got a bit of stick off people on YouTube for some reason. Some took offence to it. Show you the TV. Oh, there's the TV. So I can just sit relaxing. Don't want the TV on now. But I can just sit relaxing, have my brew. Van's been for a few mile run. I'll take it for a few more miles. That'll be red hot because it's one of them, it's a showed you packet thing. But how good's that? You see me working security, now you know what it pays for. It's a means to an end. You've got two choices in life. You can get your money and waste it, or you can do things with it. And you're only limited by your imagination. I'm just lucky where I live. I don't pay a lot out to live where I live. You know, to be paying £800–900 renting to rent somewhere would be horrendous, I suppose. So I'm lucky in that respect. But having said that, me and my wife both work, so you know. And now you know what it pays for. It's good to be out in the van again. Not been out in it for a while. We are going on holiday in March. We're going to Lanzarote for a week, but yeah, well, we're making full use of the camper. That's what it's for. And if you sit where I sit, you'll see the view that I've got. Oh, it is a big van, to be fair. But we have got children and a lot of grandchildren, so you know, when we go away, I mean, the last time we went away in the van, there were 7 of us. Me, John, Chantel and 3 kids. So, and we all, I mean, this bed folded out, you can sleep 2 or 3 people on here, adults. Kids wise, you could get 4 or 5 in, I suppose, and that's a big double bed up there, you could get 3 people in. So it does accommodate quite a few people. We've had a lot in it, to be fair. We've had some good times in this van. We've been all the way to the top of Scotland, all over Yorkshire, we've been everywhere. Mainly north of where I live, because I don't really like going south, because there's all this low emissions rubbish and you don't park here. Scotland is geared up for campers, so is the Isle of Man. You just park anywhere. You get a disc in the Isle of Man and you can park for 16 hours out of it in 24 hours anywhere you want. And there's nobody there checking. It's designed for campers to come, go there, spend a few quid in the town, go shopping and this and that, and then leave, you know. They understand that. These towns that are, oh, we don't want campers here, why not? We've got money like everybody else. But anyway, such is life. Anyway, from Morecambe, if you go north, you're welcome anywhere. It's just down south that they've all gone crackers. But I always said this, you know. It was probably a YouTube video about 5 years ago I made, and I said that people living in flats and houses, because the prices were going that high, people end up living in vans. Then they'll start to ban vans in town centres and city centres, so you'll have to go further. Manchester's low emission zone went out into the middle of nowhere, and it was to stop you living in a van, because then government knew. The first thing they did was ban red diesel, because people were putting Chinese diesel heaters to heat the house. They banned red diesel, and then the price of electric and gas went through the roof. They already were prepared for all this. And then they stopped you living in a van. So what came? Well, people live in tents. That's how it works. So you'll never get rid of them, but just people will move from a van to a tent. They'll still live in the city, but they'll be in a tent. That's the difference. So all you're doing is creating. People will adapt to what's going on. Is the moral of the story. Anyway, so now you know why I'm called Smithy's KONTIKI. This is my KONTIKI. I'm Smithy. Now I'm going to enjoy a brew and have a little rest. I've got the heat coming out the oven. It's LPG gas, £7 for a huge gas bottle, so it doesn't cost anything. And that bottle in this van, if we just used it as for cooking, it would last you 2 or 3 months, you know, using it every day. Maybe not 2 or 3 months, but a couple of months at least, 8 weeks, and then you'd have to go fill it up again. Safe fill gas bottle, ideal. I don't know if I could put a link in the description or whatever. I'll try. I don't know if I could do that, but anyway. So that's LPG for you. I'll just go to a local garage. You can fill up at Morrison's, because Morrison's know what a safe fill gas bottle is. It doesn't let you fill it to the top because it allows for expansion. That's why it's a safe fill bottle. And it's £7 to fill it up. Ideal. Right, well, I'm going to enjoy my brew, and I'm going to have a smoke. Another van parked down there. It's windy today. It's a horrendous wind. It's cold as well. I was going to muck about with my greenhouse a bit, but I'm not doing it in this weather. I took the dog for a walk and I was freezing, and he wouldn't come in. I said, come on, I'm freezing. And he was wanting to stay out longer, but I just had to take him in. It was freezing. Right, it's all right living by the coast, but you've got coast weather. Right, hey, see you soon.